Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the previous video and lesson we talked about object, what is an object, and today we will learn four very common and useful words in English. This, that, these, and those. So here you can see we are going to learn this, these, that, and those, right? So we use we use these words when we want to point to people or things. So here we have the definition, as you can see, right? So they use to point to people or things. When I say they, I mean this, the, that, those, right? So we use this with a singular person or thing we use, and with something which is near. Okay, so singular means one thing, not more than one. If something is more than one, like two, three, four, five, 1,000, that is not singular, that is plural, right? So suppose that when something is singular, it means if there is one thing, like a ball, and that is near to you, if you want to point to that, you will say this. As you can see here, we have a person named Max. So Max sees a ball and the ball is near to the Max. And the ball is near to Max, right? The ball is near to Max. So Max will say this is a ball, like the ball is near. And we use this with singular people or thing that they are near to us. And we use with this is. We say this is, all right? Okay, another word we have is these. These is the opposite of this. Like we use this for singular thing and people, but we use these with plural and near things. It's only plural, but the things should be near, or the people should be near. For example, now instead of one person or one thing near to you, there are many. There are a lot of. So you use these. These is used with thing and people, things and people, and we use with these are, like these are, right? For example, again we have Max, and Max sees some balls, but instead of one ball there are three balls, or it might be two balls, but here we have three balls. So if the Max wants to point out the ball, he will say these are the balls, because there are three balls and the balls are near to the Max. We have that. What if you see something or some persons far from yourself, it's not near to you, and it's singular, so you use that. We use that with a singular thing or person which is far from us, and we use is with that, like that is. As you can see here, we have a person named is Max, and Max sees a ball which is far from Max. Max will say that is a ball. The ball is far, but he points out to the ball and say that is a ball, right? But what if there are more than one ball, right? So if we have two balls or three balls or thousands of balls, right? So we use those. We use those with plural, like more than one thing or more than one person, and with things which they are far from us, right? For example, uh, here we have Max. Max say, those are balls. So basically we use these words when we want to point out to people things. Things and people can be near to us, can be far from us. Things and people can be one thing or one person or maybe more. All right. So when we speak, mostly or sometimes the thing is near to us and sometimes far from us. Sometimes it is one, which is singular, or maybe more than, which is plural, right? So I'm gonna write some basic examples that you have to know about it. Okay, so example number one for this, I would say this is, let's say this is a ball. One important thing you should know that we use a here before the word we use here, because we talk about one thing and that is singular. So this here is subject. It is singular because it's one. Singular means one. And this is the verb. This is the linking verb. We talked about the linking verb. A ball here is a subject complement. And based on our lessons that we had in the past, the subject complement talks about the subject. Another sentence number two for this will be this is a man. Like we see a person who is near to us, we will say this is a man. For example, a person comes and asks us who is he or who is that person. We will say this is a man, right? So this is subject here. It is also singular. This is the verb, linking verb, and man is a subject complement, talks about this. What is the plural form of this? The plural form of this, I mean, when there are more than one thing, what we should use, what word we should use? We should use these, right? The plural form of this is these. We talked about this previously. So we use with these are, like these are balls. Make sure when you use these, when you talk about more than one thing, do not use a before your word like balls, right? So these is subject, it is plural, like it's not one, it's more than one. Mathematically speaking, the n is more than one, right? For n here is these is more than one. We don't say these a's. This is wrong. These are, right? This is verb again, linking verb, subject complement, right? Okay, so example number two for these, we'll say these are main. We don't need to add s. Mostly when we make plural the words, we use s, but sometimes we need to change the word, like in this word, like we have man, we change a to e, which the word change from singular, the word changes from singular to plural, like man, main. Okay, so make sure to understand, if you say mans, that is incorrect. Do not say mans, you say men. So this is subject, this is plural, this is verb, this is linking verb, this is subject complement, this is also plural, this is singular. Okay, make sure to understand. In this first sentence, we talked about one man, like this is a man. In this second sentence here, we said these are men, like we talk about more than one person. Okay, so now let's go and talk about that. So it will be a time that you want to point out to a person or thing which is far from you. So you should not use this, you should not use these, you should use that or those. There are one if there are more than one person or thing, you should use those. If there is one person or thing, you should use that, right? So first I'm gonna talk about that. That is a book, for example. That is a book. There is a book on the table far from you, not too far, like you cannot see it, but far from you. You'll say, that is a book. For example, your classmate might ask, what is that? You'll say, that is a book, right? So this is subject, this is the verb, this is subject complement. And we know it's a singular. We know it is also singular. We know it is a linking verb, so the subject complement talks about the subject. Okay, example number two for that. Say that is Let's say that is a pain. Your classmate asks, what is that? You will say that is a pain. So this is subject, singular. Singular means one. This is a verb, a linking verb, and pain is subject complement and singular. That is too easy, right? So if there are more than one book, if there are more than one pain, or more than one person, you should use those, the plural form of that. Those are books. You see here subject, verb, linking verb, subject complement. This is plural. This is also plural, right? And the second example for those, let's say, those are students. There are a group of students standing over there, and you say those are students. So this is subject, this is plural, verb, linking verb, students is subject complement, also plural. Okay, for the last part, make sure to understand um, these things. We use this with one thing and which that is near. We use that with one thing which is far. We use these with many things which is near. We use those with many things which is far. So at the end, let's say that this and that we use with the a's. They are, both of them are singular. What are they? They are singular. That is used with far people, with something which is far. This is used with something which is near. And we use these and those, or those, so with are, and both of them are plural. Though we use those with something far, we use these with something near, but plural. So this is the basic idea about this lesson. Okay, so thank you for watching, and today that's up. In the next lesson, we will continue learning more about English sentences and grammar. And for today, that's up. Goodbye, everybody. See you later.